Hi everyone, it's Charlotte with Street Smart Style talking about some options as far as moto jackets. Okay, so moto jackets are really a great essential staple to have within your wardrobe. So for those of you who may not be as familiar, when I say moto jackets, what I'm talking about is motorcycle jackets. It's just a quick little abbreviation just to call them moto jackets. You know how people are. We gotta shorten it down, make cool, But they're really cool. And what's really great about a moto jacket, I didn't even realize this until I really started digging into it, but the moto jacket has been around for a lot longer than a lot of people may even realize. It's actually getting ready to approach about 100 years that it's been within fashion. So what I mean by that is, moto jackets actually came out back in 1928. They were a design from the Schott brothers, who had made this design for Harley Davidson. And what made this jacket so cool and different from the others was that this was the first time that a jacket was actually being introduced with zippers. And it's so funny when you think about that, because I'm like, wow, really? But yeah, so before, jackets were primarily made with buttons. And so that's what really made this one cool and different, because with that zipper, it allowed for the jacket to have a different level of increased maneuverability, flexibility, a different way for coverage for that rider. So it really started to change the game. Now, where the moto jacket started to have more of an influence in fashion, we fast forward to around the time of the 50s, and that's where you had more of a presence of this jacket within mainstream Hollywood. And so of course, by virtue of that, people are starting to take notice more of it more, and then with that, people are starting to wear it more. A lot of times this jacket has been coined along with that bad boy, bad girl image, a lot of more of the rebellious nature. But regardless of the roots in terms of the jacket, I think it's a great piece to add to your wardrobe. I love it. And plus, what I like about this jacket is I love pairing it with different things. I love playing with that juxtaposition of the feminine look along with something with a little bit of edge, because I think maybe that's how I see myself in terms of my own fashion desires and my own things that I gravitate towards. So that in itself is an example, like with what I have on today. This coat is from Coco Chanel. She's actually a really well-known model, and she came out with a fashion line some years ago. And this jacket is a representation of some of the items in her fashion line. I found this jacket online. I actually got it for a really, really great deal. I was able to bid on it, and no one else had bidded on it, and so I ended up getting it for, I don't know, I think it was around 35-40 bucks. This jacket definitely costs a lot more than that. But what's cool about it is with all the design elements that it has on it. So this coat is something that she paired with Disney on. And I just fell in love with all the different butterflies, but then you have all the sparkly details, because I don't care what anyone says, my favorite color is sparkly. And so I'm sticking with that. But I really like how it just adds that little bit of edge to whatever you're having on. And then plus, like I always say, it adds a nice little element of warmth. A lot of times you'll have these little bitty pockets on the side, but it's just enough to hide away what you need if you're going out with your friends or whatever. It's just a really great piece to have into your wardrobe. And so I also wanted to show you a couple different options in terms of styling your moto jacket. So 1 second. Okay, Okay, so here's another look that you can do in terms of how to style your moto jacket, especially when it comes to wearing it with a dress. I love this dress. I don't know if you can really see, but this dress has little Hello Kitties on it. I love it. So that's kind of like something I talked about in the past in terms of that grown version of Hello Kitty where it has those little subtleties. So these have little Hello Kitty faces all over them. And so that's that feminine side mixed along with this moto jacket that I have on. This one, I actually found it from Victoria's Secrets when they used to sell clothes. And I absolutely fell in love with the color. I remember when I bought this thing, I was like, ooh, the price. But I was like, man, I love that color. And just sometimes when you have that super zing for something that you really, really want, sometimes, I'm sorry, you just gotta go for it at times. But what I like about it is obviously, like I said, the color. And then I took that into consideration in terms of figuring out what I wanted to pair it with. The color of the coat itself is super versatile. You can wear it with a ton of colors. But so what I'm getting at is, like, I could have worn this dress with a black moto jacket. I could have done that. I mean, my scarf is black. I could have done it. But the flow is a lot better with something in terms of a jacket that has more of a brown or reddish tones to it. And so that's why I went with it. Another way that you can wear the coat is, ooh, that was smooth. But you can also take your coat and kind of just like lightly drape it right over your shoulders, almost like a cape. That's just another option out there. It still gives you a little bit of warmth without it being too much. You have a little bit more of that cool breeze. So just something to think about. Okay, so this look is one where I'm really playing with different textures in terms of a moto jacket. I don't know if you can really see it. I might have to pan in a closer look at it for a second. But this coat is one where even though it looks like it's black, it has these little subtleties into it. So my skirt has this floral pattern on it, but my jacket also has this floral pattern on it as well. And it's like this mix between black and like this charcoal gray, and that's what I really like about it. And I took that into consideration in terms of my skirt. Absolutely, this jacket could easily pair with different patterns, but I especially wanted to take advantage of that moment of having a coat that has a floral pattern on it with something that obviously has a really bold floral pattern on it as well. One other thing that I did too was I played around with the fitting of it, right? So in the previous clips, I've had a moto jacket that was opened up. But when I put this on, I mean, it's fine with the moto jacket open, but I liked the way that it looked in terms of it being a little bit more closed up, having a little bit more of a structure against my body, allowing for the neckline and the detailing in my shirt to pop out more. And then I played around with the cuffs a little bit. They have zippers. And so what I did is I just took them and I folded them back a little bit just to add for a little bit more of customization in terms of the look that I'm going for. So it's just a little something to think about for yourself as well. Okay, everyone, I hope you really enjoyed my quick little fashion show in terms of the moto jacket. Hope you learned something cool and different about it, because I think it is super awesome and amazing that this coat is actually approaching 100 years in terms of being within our fashion inspiration. So you guys stay safe out there, have a great day, and until next time, you're watching Charlotte with Street Smart Style. Bye.